In the year 2000, my husband Dan and I were invited to come to Covasna County to teach some parenting classes. And a few years later, we were still being invited every year, and we met Pop Adolf. And we realized that Pop Adolf is a very fine man with a good heart. And we became friends because my husband Dan and I and Adolf and Reiko, his wife, care very much about children and care about helping people that are in need. And we became very good friends. And the more we were together, the more we realized that the Red Cross was doing much to help people. And it was just, I call it a God thing. The time came when we were invited to move to Covasna County. And God worked it all out. So instead of coming for a few weeks and going back to America, we moved here. But my husband Dan had cancer, and before he died, he asked me if I would come back here and continue to work with the Red Cross and help the good people in need. So it was just a natural thing. I believe in what the Red Cross is doing to help people who have no other place to turn. Well, I'm a clinical social worker. In America, I'm licensed to train and supervise social workers. And here I began training the psychologists and social workers, educators who work with children. And now with the Red Cross, I continue to advise them about situations they're working with. And now people in America, there's an organization called Healing Hands International. They send us many kilos of good clothing. Every few months they're sending 30, 40 boxes of good clothing for the people who need. And the Red Cross helps me distribute this. We also provide some funding so that the Red Cross can buy enough food we're just one of many helpers. But we encourage the Red Cross. We bring Americans over here who help the Red Cross with unpacking the boxes and with organizing events. So we find out from the Red Cross, what do you need? And they tell me, and then I tell my supporters in America, and if they can arrange it, they send what the Red Cross needs. So again, it's a God thing. Well, let me tell you first, my husband and I met at camp when we were teenagers. It was a very good experience for us to be outdoors in nature and to be free to play games, and we learned so much being at camp. And after we grew up and married, we always worked with camps. We established several camps ourselves, and we kept thinking it would be so good if the Red Cross had a camp of their own. They have a camp in the summers, but it's very expensive for them. And I was talking with Adolf, and we said it would be so nice if somehow we had land and we could build a camp and we could use it every week of the year. And then, well, we prayed about it, and much to our surprise and much to our happiness, the City Council of Commando said, we have some land that we would like to give you, but you must build a camp for children. We said, oh, of course. So this was something that Dan and I had dreamed about, and Adolf and we had talked about and said, oh, it would be so nice because we will have camp every week in the summer for children. children who would never have the opportunity to go to camp. And during the winter months, we will have classes for parents, classes for educators, classes for many kinds of people who need classes for their work. And eventually we will become self-supporting. But right now we need help. And there are some Americans who want to help us, and we hope there'll be some local people who will also help us. This will be a lovely camp and give children a picture of what life can be like. We will teach them how to brush their teeth, how to wash their hands. We will teach them how to communicate with each other. We will teach them the importance of education. This will be what we say in America. We will give them a leg up. We will give them a start towards a future where they can support themselves and begin to also improve our community. This will be a camp that many people throughout Romania can use. But we will start first with Covasna County and the children in need here. We're going to need materials to build the camp. We're going to need people to help build it. We're going to need people. There are some people who can donate money. We need prayers. We need God's blessings on this. But we need many volunteers with skills. There are people here who can build cabinets. There are people here who can make floors. If someone feels like they want to help us, then all they have to do is get in touch with Pop Adolf at the Covasna County Red Cross. And I don't say it correctly, but Koskaroli number 7 here in St. George, Covasna County. We're waiting. We're waiting for the good people of Covasna County to come and help us bless the children. We need their help. What we hope to do, what we plan to do, we will need construction workers to help us build a camp. And we're going to look in Commando and in that area for people who can help us, people we can hire. There are many people in this county who don't have work, but we want to give them work helping us build a camp. And we also have a dream. When people come to stay at the camp, they will see how beautiful Covasna County is. And we hope that we will have some tourism begin to build here and provide an improvement in the economy by having people from outside of the county come to the camp and appreciate the beauty. We have many hopes this camp will improve Covasna County. It's for the children, but it's all going to help all the people. That's our dream, and we pray that God will bless this dream. Thank you.